Good morning. 7:30, a little bit later than usual, but we do have some big numbers out today at 8:30. 8:30, I believe. Yeah, PPI in an hour at 8:30 Eastern Time. What else we got? Red Book at 8:55, not much there. 11 Cleveland CPI, so not much there. 8:30 big news. All right, let's get rid of that. We're trying to push. Let's run down some levels real quick. All right, we'll start with the hourly. Kind of know what's been going on lately, so let's start with the hourly levels. Bottoming out at a nice level here. Throwing a tail bar. Again, it's an hourly deal. So we got this whole kind of area here, and we're in the middle of it. That's the 1 hour. Got a bunch of top in here. Man, fix my drink some water or something. Got a lot going on here. We got a little like not dead zone, but it's kind of like this little area in between. I don't know about it. We filled this area. We made this block not too long ago. We filled it in perfect. Well, a little bit more than perfect, I guess. What we got here off of this craziness? All the way down in here makes sense. I'd like to see this drop, consolidation, drop. I don't know what we'll have today, but sometimes it makes the most sense for consolidation drop, but we've just been pushing higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. If we do continue to push, that would put us way up there. The high to high from here to here put us way up in here. But let's see. We didn't recover these yet. I had some levels here. We did get this one. Again, this is 1 hour, so that's, that's 51. That's 75 points roughly. So, yeah, that's in between these. It's big. I don't know that we need to be super mindful of that this morning. All the way down there. Like that big giant tail bar on the 1 hour. If it doesn't fill in on us. Let's look at the 15-minute. I feel like we can see a little bit more out of the 15-minute here. All right, potential targets in here. Of course, we have this level, so we're going to make some sort of apex right here. Which is right at the 50 on the 15-minute, the 50 period moving average. What does that line up with? This whole zone here. So this high, I'd be looking anywhere in here, honestly. So that little range, that range right there is 10. The whole number, really 900 to 10-ish, right in there. We got any gaps down here? Not really. Yeah, a little bit right here. It's kind of a sweet spot right here on the 15-minute. Between here and here. Yeah. Little gap right here. It's a 87.25. Yep, yep. And then a big one here. Not really here. This kind of recovered. This drop recovered this, most of this. And we just keep on going down because we don't really have much to the upside to look at. It's all-time highs. Back to the upside. I mean, retesting this zone potential. Definitely have some stuff in here for sure to look at. Bottom of that to, I mean, one could argue all the way down here really, but this is more, I guess, more predominant. What time is this? 7:45 a.m. How's that possible? Is that tomorrow? Yep. Okay, so that block's good. Then what else? Oh, we have this one. Yeah, we have some in here, which lines up with our lines there. Mainly from like here to here. It's an area of interest. So from where we are now, 27 up into, well, that's 100 points. Jeez. Yeah, we didn't do much recovering in here. If this would have came back and touched down in here, this would have been gone. So I still like that. Let's see. Might take a look at the ES today too. Looks like we're just driving to the downside. We'll come back to this in a second. The 5 minute. Did those blocks get put on for me? So with Tradovate, the way that it's supposed to work is when you have this little light right here lit up, and you have this light lit up, when you make a change on one chart, it should make a change on the other ones that are red. So this one's not red, which is the 2 minute. See, you can't see those changes. We're not supposed to, but I don't even see them on the 5. 5 minute shows a little bit a clean picture too. So here's that area of, nothing happened here. Wouldn't surprise me to jump right in there. We have this area again, same, right above us. And I look at the 5 a lot, so I'm going to plot these out real quick. Where's the top of that? And come down a little bit with it. Yep. And then in here. So I don't per se like the whole top of this. Because we did come down into here and we recovered some of that. So not sure if I should take it all the way up here or there, but nonetheless, we're pretty good on that. This makes perfect sense right here. Then on down. Yeah, this big zone. And this one. So let's run this one real quick. Oh, my stomach's growling. Kind of like this whole area. So basically we're just looking left here. Picking up some of these zones. Wow, there's a good one right there. I don't really want that to be a zone per se. I want that to be more of a line. Okay, and then kind of already in this one, so I'm going to go ahead and make a line. Kind of overshot it a little bit. Oh no, that's my price. That's price there, so there's just so much going on right here. It's hard to pick a spot. One of the best ones I can see is the pivot right off all these tops. Bottom side action would be down in here. Kind of started the move down in here, so roughly in there. Yeah. Looks pretty decent. Got some levels, 800. Jeez, 921. Another 100 points up here, 100 points, you know. And then another big move there. So, all right, 2 minutes says. Let's go back to the 5 real quick. 1683.42. 1683.42. Let's see. Was it 16? Yeah. So 16-ish. I like that one better. Whoop. I don't know what's going on there. All right. 82 is looking decent. Hmm. 42. $75. Range 75 to 82 there. $82 to $75. None of this stuff matters if we just keep falling. And we went up for a while. It's not surprising that we're coming down some. Oh, recap of yesterday too, by the way. So I was trying something different. I was trying like one or two contracts to be able to hold through some stuff like this. You know, get in short and hold through some bigger moves versus 5 contracts doing a little bitty move. Um, I liked it. It's different. It's not something I've really done too much of. I like scalping instead of holding. Um, when I lost, I didn't lose very big. When I won, though, I didn't win very big either. So that's cool. That's fine, right? Um, it's a good way to trade for longer, I think, without blowing your account. However, I tried that, and then I went back to my small scalping deal with a little bit larger contract size. I got it all back within $400, and then I lost one, which hurt me a little bit. I was down, back 6, 7, 800. And then all of a sudden, I took a 2-minute color change long off the 20. Well, I thought I was in a 2-minute color change long off the 20. I accidentally hit the sell button. I knew it was driving. I mean, it was like a perfect setup for me. I hit the button. I'm like, oh man, it's pushing. It was pushing. I could probably find the spot if you guys want to see it. It was right in here, I believe. It was here or here. I think it was here. And I took the long. It's driving. I was like, oh man, I'm about to get paid. Look at my P&L. It's going down. I was like, what in the world's the problem? I look over. Hey, buddy, what's up? Blake's in the chat here. I looked over and I saw that I accidentally hit the short button instead of the long button. I was $1,000 rip. Kind of bummed me out. Kind of got in my head a little bit. I ended up blowing that account after that. And then I rotated, see my notes say I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other accounts traded yesterday. On the 5 of the 6 other accounts, I got to my daily profit target of 300 or better. On the on the 6th account, I'm down $58. So I was up like $150, and then I got down $58. So that's the one we're going to start on today. That's this account here. You can see I'm down a little bit. So I blew an account yesterday, right? And I got 6 other ones to 5 of the 6 other ones to profit target for the day, and then I had one more that I'm working on. No, Blake, I'm not on the funded account yet. So what happens with that is my account renews on later this month. And so what I'm trying to do is hold that one and not activate it yet. It is funded. It's ready to go. I got to pay an activation fee, and then I can start trading it. I still have the account for sure. It's on standby. And the reason it's on standby is because I'm trying to get several others funded before the end of the month. And if I can have 5, 6, 8, 10 funded before the end of the month, I'm going to activate them all at the same time and start trading the funded accounts to get payouts. The idea here is, if one of the accounts gets paid out, even just one, it pays for all of this. And then we rinse, lather, repeat. So the idea would be not to get one. The idea would be to get, up to 20. Up to 20. I don't know how many that's going to be. When you trade one account at a time, which is what I'm doing right now, it's really hard to trade 20 accounts every single day. Heck, it's hard to trade 7 accounts every day. Because based on what I'm doing, I have to be right 3 times without being wrong, and then move accounts, switch accounts, which was funny yesterday because when I blew that account, I switched to the other one. I was like, click, win, click, win, click, win, and it ran my account up really quickly. So the idea is to have multiple accounts. So here's the accounts that I have. That one's funded. This one is, yesterday, 359. So I'm over 300. This all happened yesterday. 14, 353, 15, 333. 16, 303. That one's a little on the lower side for me, but it works. What was on? 17, 428. That one's on the little higher side. 19 is what I'm working on now, and 18 hasn't been touched yet. I didn't make it all the way to 18, so that one's fresh. I didn't make it all the way down the list yesterday. This is the one I'm working on now. It's down 58 bucks. So when you get them all funded, you can trade them the same like you were telling me. Yes, I can trade them the same, or I can trade them at the same time. So what I mean by that is, if you look at the screen, I don't know if you're able to right now, but you can, where is it? Hang on a second. You can go to something called Copier. You can put 3 accounts in that Copier, manage groups, create that. You can put 3 accounts in there at one time and trade 3 at a time. So instead of me having to trade, because there's only so many hours in a day, right? There's only so many decent deals in a day. But if you have to trade 10 contracts, like I was saying, if you have to trade 10 accounts and you have to trade them all 3 times and be right all 3 times, that's 30 trades that you have to be correct. I mean, I do have a really high win rate typically, but my losers are bigger than my winners. And so that's a problem. But if I can trade 3 at a time during the good peak times, that will help me knock 3 out, maybe even 1 trade, knock 3 out, knock 3 out. That's 6 accounts right there. So it's quick. It's quicker. You can lose just as quick though, guys. You can lose just as quick. But the idea is that each account is like 37 bucks. To activate, it's like 85 bucks. You got 100 and some change in it. That one account, one account gets funded, it's $2,000, right? So if you do $2,000 divided by, we'll just call it 110. I didn't do the math. We can though. So you have 37.40 plus 84. So your account costs you that if it's funded. When it's funded. If not, it's 37 bucks. You burn it, it's gone. All right, so 121.40. So if you take $2,000, which is what it would pay out, divided by 121.40, that one payout pays for 16 accounts. If you blew all the rest of them, that's break even, but it pays for 16 more accounts. That's important, right? Each account, when you fund it, even if you blow it, and once you're funded, even if you blow that account, and you lost, which will happen, and you get one payout on any of the 20 accounts, it pays for 16 and a half accounts at $37.40 an account. So that's the idea. I got 16 chances off of one payout. I say chances, but I'm just saying, so you get 4 or 5 of those paid out, and you multiply that times 4. Say you get 4 accounts at payout. That's $8,000. You got 65, almost 66 more accounts that you can play with to get funded without coming out of pocket at that point. In essence, I mean, that is your money and you don't have to spend it. So technically, if you respent it, it would be out of your pocket, but that's how that works. Alrighty, ready. This is some slow goer, but it is moving. I thought about taking that right there. I just didn't like how the 2 minute was acting. Again, I'd like for these to be doing the same thing. So right here we have the 14 is under the 20, which would lead me to believe this wouldn't be a big move up. Although it would have paid me on my scalp trade. That went up my nose. Splashed back in the can and went right up my nose. I'm going to run this down to 5 ticks. Seems like when the market's moving slower, 5 ticks works better. Moving a little bit faster, real fast, you can get up to 10 at a time, 10 and a half. Not 10 and a half, but 10 to 11, sorry. Representing today. Of course, where is that? Hey, we're always representing, right? Then we got Old Faithful over here. Let's probably come back some. I don't think this is just going to straight up break out, but we are above here. We're above here. We're hitting, oh, we hit resistance there. Gotcha. I don't think we break out. It's just straight away right here. I'm going to run that
Order
back.
filled.
All right, so we're looking for that to come right back down in here. I don't know that it will, but that's what we're looking for. Close. Wow, even 5 ticks is having trouble. Oh, wow. See how I almost got filled there?
Order filled.
Instead, I lost 275. I almost got filled there. And I would have got filled there now. Dang it. It's a good sized bar there. That was a little bit out of context for me, being that this was up, and yada yada, but this is showing a comeback and hitting resistance for the second time. This is why I did it. I just bailed too early. That was a good play. Golly. Should have been green on that one. It's all right. VWAP's all the way up here with both 200s. These little chop ranges are where you can get paid. The market's just not moving fast enough. I would have got paid if I'd have held longer, but if that did run up real big, then I lose big quickly. I still think it comes back down, though. Into here. 28 touch, maybe. Oh, this bar cleared. Okay. This bar cleared this stuff. So we'll see. The overall play would be up out of here, you know, on a quick scalp. But that actually would have paid me right there, and I missed it by one little tick. So it was up $75. I was looking for 100. Uh, 5 minute here. Still going down. Yeah.
Order filled.
This is still coming down. The 5 minutes not just going to push straight out, I don't believe. Not with this here.
Order filled.
There we go. All right, we won that one for 125. 5 minutes showed it to me. Just down real heavy. These are spread. Probably could have held that a little bit longer. Maybe to 28 would have made sense. So that should be two wins on this account. Should be. It's not. That should be 2 wins on this account. That should have put me in the I was down 58, so that should have put me in the positive 150 range. Instead, I'm down 250 because I took this off. But that's all right. We're still coming down. 5 minutes not just going to rotate that easy. It's not just going to blast off that easy. Yeah. So in order to really get this turned around, this would have to swing up into the 50. The 14 would have to then get above the 20 and then roll over. And that's not how the price action has to work. This could go to the moon right now. It could. But generally speaking, if you look at this chart, this is a 5-minute chart. See how we are under the 20 and under the 14. And we're going down. It got tight right here because we held. And then it went down. Then they spread out again. You see what I'm saying? So that for that to just all of a sudden be super bullish and rising that quickly is not likely. News could inject and that could definitely happen, but which is in 27 minutes, by the way. News in 27 minutes. I did some recording in YouTube, and the recording looked amazing. But when I go live, it has sometimes it'll pixelate, and if I sit still for a second, it'll focus in, and it'll get like real clear, and then it'll pixelate again, and sometimes it's not horrible, but it's not great either. And it's just a little bit, right? If you pay attention and watch in 1080p, you'll see it. And then sometimes the screen will pause just for a second, but that's not near as much either. I kind of wanted to see this down here at 28.75-ish. Oh, we got close right there. Yeah. All right, going back to the 2 minute here. The 2 minute looks like it's going to almost try to pop back up a little bit. It's still like 28. 28.75-ish. That's what I was saying earlier. So I won one. I should have won this one too, but I lost one. But look at the size of my win. 125. Look at the size of my loss. 275. Got to fix that. So that's what I was saying. This was going to shift right back up in here is what I was thinking. And it did. So that's interesting. But the 5 minute still is showing, ooh, it got above the 20. So in order to get this to roll, the way that works is, what I mean by roll is get this 14 above the 20. This price would have to either stall and get these real close together, just like this. See how it stalled? Got them real close together, then pop above, and then this can make the transaction. Or transition, not transaction. Or this shoots up right here to the 50. This then gets real tight, and they both start to swerve together. And then they end up crossing. Typically, then you have a back test, and then you have a shift out of the zone. Typically. I don't read tape. I don't know how. Typically, I do pretty good at looking at the charts, though. I am not a perfect trader. Anybody tells you is that they are, they're full of it. but I have been watching these charts for a while, and I have been on the way losing end of things to not so much losing to not so much losing to right there at that break even, make money phase is pretty much where I'm at now. And the more time you get, you know, on the screens or on charts, the everyone keeps saying that's the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. So here we are, looking at charts still. The better it gets, hopefully. See what I'm saying? So this is the 2 minute, but this is exactly what I was talking about. See how it shifted? These are still the wrong way, but they're going together now, like this, and then there'll be a time when they cross. I'm talking about this purple line, which is the 20, and this green line. I don't know what it looks like on your chart, maybe yellow, but green is what color I have it. They actually get crossed up. So right now, I don't have a big bunch of faith in a giant move up. Back to the 5. Yeah, see how wide these are apart? I would want these a lot closer together like this to be looking for this to spin off. And this could go straight up here to the 53. But in order for me to be super bullish, that's what I'd want to see. Hope that made sense. I got a resistance here. One sec, the boss is calling.
Order filled. Order filled.
That's funny. That might have saved me, but that's funny. So I was literally trying to hang up the phone, and I hit the end button. Well, whatever, the flatten my trade. I think this could. Oh, we cleared my line, but I think that would come back. I think it would come back to get me filled. Maybe not. It might have saved me, but I accidentally hit the end button on the screen instead of the end on this screen, and that's interesting. It might have saved me though. So Wow. If this comes straight back, I'm just going to be bummed out because that's a mishap. But if it goes straight up, I'm going to be happy. I was playing a kickback off of my resistance line. I had a good this line here. I was showing as resistance, so I was trying to just short that pop real quick. Not the smartest of ideas, however. There you go. Now it wants to do it, or is it going to hold? Now it wants to do it. Now would be the time to 38, back to 38 and bounce. We are above and above now on the 5 minutes. See how they got tighter? See how this shifted out and these got tighter and they're starting to swerve together? That's exactly what I was talking about. Now that didn't have to happen right now. I'm just saying that's what happens when this just pushes out. It didn't have to happen right now. Might get that 50 or 53 touch. Well, heck, it might just keep going. Who knows? Where are we running? See, we're running to the bottom. And I knew we were running into the bottom right here. That's why I put my line up there. So we ran into the bottom, and I took the short real quick. Even though I got kind of low. Like I got filled at 40. Oh, no wonder. I should have been filled at... I should have been filled up in the 42 range, and then I would have got it. It's the little things. Little things. All right, we got news, big data at 8:30. Whoa. I don't know what that is. Apparently, when you hold the shift key, 0830 looked like whatever was just on the screen. Where'd you go? There you are. Now we're going to roll it. 2 minutes still pushing hard. I need to change my 0 line. I don't like that dotted line. I want that to be solid. That is much cleaner. Cool. I want it to be bigger, though. I don't know which one it was. We'll try that one. Yeah, it's bigger. Cool. All right, here's that pullback I was kind of banking on there. See how they're almost crossed now? This is still the 5 minute. But before it does, I think it comes down to at least 38. I think. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. It's probably going to. Yeah. Yep. That was my play here I was looking for. Same thing, it just didn't do exactly this at my resistance line. It did it at this line versus this one. So did the 5 minute actually get crossed? Not yet. 2 minute is crossed for sure. So we could come all the way down to 31, 32, but I don't think that looks. Yeah, you never know. It could. All right, so that move right there, if I just let it run a little bit, that move right there would have been more than enough. We'd be switching accounts already. We should bounce here. We
Order
should
filled.
bounce here. Come on. Even real quick. We did bounce here. Now we're going to flush. Oh, man, we got under. Dang it. Now we're flushing it. We got enough to bounce here, though. A little bit. You're going to do me again? I guess so. Dang. Wow. Should bounce right back up quickly. A lot quicker than that. Like right now. That's pretty good. There we
Order
go.
filled.
There's the bounce. That was $100 real quick. That ended up saving me. I hit the end button on the screen versus on the phone, but it ended up saving me some massive drawdown, which I probably wouldn't have stood. I would have lost bigger. Just being honest, I would have cut that before it got all the way up there, guys. On 5 contracts, that's a lot of money. So. Could be creating a little head and shoulders, shoulder, 2 minute shoulder, head, shoulder, but at this point now, 5 minutes should be married or close. There it is. It's almost there to crossing. And then we still have the 50 touch, which right now is at 50. And we'll see what that looks like here in a second. If we're going to continue down, I assume we bounce here, hit 40, and oh, we did. So we bounced here and got back up into the bottom of this, and now it's still kind of pushing a little bit down. I don't think that would be enough before we went down, but we'll see. 5 minute getting closer. See there? They're getting closer. News could easily drip us in. Well, heck, news could easily take us 200 points one way or the other, but easily drop us back into that range. Easily. I don't know if I need to adjust my line here or feel like maybe. That's better. One minute got below here. So, there's that. The better play would have been, here was the one, because you had the 1, 2, 3, and the drizzle down, right? 1, 2, 3, 1. We count this as 2, they're too close together. 2, 3, drizzle down. The 1, boom. The 2, boom. Here's the 3, but how big is it? The 2 on the push that I have seen so far, the 2 is always the best one. If you can find the 2. The first one's iffy, right? Because you're still rolling down, you're still under and all that stuff. The first one's iffy. This, boom. Okay. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And you cut a breakout. Boom, boom. I think Alpine Trader is taking a. I don't know if he's taking a $40,000 payout or if he has 40 total for the year. I think it's a $40,000 payout. Dude's killing it. His system is similar to this, except he uses less contracts. He has more accounts, and so he uses less contracts so that his risk is smaller, and that's something that I may incorporate as well. I don't know. But shout out to that dude. He's running the game like it should be. I'm still here, guys. 5 minute. The 5 minute. Ooh, look at here, look at here. So now the 50 and a quarter is likely going to happen. There's the cross. We get a pop for 50 and a quarter real quick. I don't know. We got rejected here a couple times. Oh, I wanted to take it too. Dang it. That's 3 points up. 3 more points to 50 and a quarter. Should have took it. Should have took it right there. Actually, from where I was, that would have probably filled it. See how they crossed? That's exactly what I was talking about. 50 and a quarter reject initially, like immediately. Could put a sell order there. Boom, reject. There's the reject. It shot it. It overshot it just a little bit, though. No, it didn't. See, there's the reject. That was the sell order that I was talking about. It's quick. Then you're out. Like, you got to be out. Everything's driving. Here's the 3. 1, 2, 3. Here's the 3. Does that promote a drop? We have slight bearish divergence on the 1 minute. On the 2 minute, we have. Well, we're kind of still in the second push of the 2 minute, looks like. We're going to rotate this spot, rotate 44s, rotate 46. We still have bearish divergence, and that's 3 touches, 3 more touches, boom, boom, boom. But we are above. See how this is 1, 2, 3. Then we got below. So the short would have been here more so, because if this just swerved and it kind of like this line is swerving this line. See that? If that had done this here, like here, it kind of got down and right back up. It never showed the drop until over here. That was the third touch. It got under right here. It got under. There's the 50. There's the that was another short right there. Dang it. It got under the 20 and then peeled off. So that would have been much better. And here's the difference between this one. This one's rising and it got under. This got under, but then it peeled off the rising direction. So it's something to think about, something to look at. I'm talking to myself pretty much, but I'm just saying in general. All right, there's the pullback. That's the third. So that would have been the third play. If I had done this the way I should be, and I'm telling you guys, people say it's harder to trade on stream, even though there's not a ton of people in here. I'm not talking to a bunch of chat, but I am trying to explain some things as if I was, right? If you build it, they will come. And so I'm building it, and hopefully, everything follows. 4 minutes of news, but yeah, so I'm trying to explain these things too, and I almost think it's going to shoot us down to 19. I think I don't know though. VWAP's all the way up here. We'll see. Kyle finally got back with me. I asked him this morning before, like when I woke up, I was like, "When's the news this morning?" He's like Top Step news? I said, "No, data news. He's like, "Oh, I have no idea." I was like, "Never mind, I already got it. 8:30. 2 minutes to news." So what I was saying was earlier, you take this, you get it. I screwed that up, but the short here, boom, and then you got one more push, right? So you had the short. It's hard to see, but you had the short up in here. You had the short up in here. I think twice actually. Anyways, those were those are the three plays that do it for you, and then you're basically done in each account. But when you lose, you're like right now. I'm down $305 in this account. It is harder when you're trying to explain stuff and show things too. But that's part of the goal, right? I'm doing this for me, but also I want to share what, all the stuff that I've put together, all the things that I've come up with and see. Because if you're a brand new trader and you're having trouble with just loss after loss after loss after loss after loss, there's a lot of guys out there who can help you who are good. I'm not great, but I am good at showing what I've seen over the years, and if you adopt any of it, it may be able to help you. But a lot of guys are not so good. They're kind of fluffy. They're kind of more mainstream, more for show, more for YouTube versus more for trading. And each and every individual's journey is different. So, but yeah, if you can take a little bit from everybody, I always tell my son that every leader is a good leader. Air quote, bad leader can show you all the stuff that you don't want to do. And then a good leader can show you all the stuff you do want to do. So if you have two leaders, one's bad, one's good, there you go. You take the good from the good, and then all the bad from the bad. You go, man, that's exactly what I don't want to do, and you turn that into good. Now you've compounded good. I bet the books have cleared out. Here we go. Get ready. Buckle up. 8 seconds. Again, we're on a delay. Don't do anything I do. Don't follow anybody's trades online. Trade for yours. There it is. All right. What are we looking at here? Boom. Right into our zone. We should pick up here. Honestly, we should pick up right here. I'm going to run it.
Order filled.
Yeah,
Order filled.
Got filled there. Probably could keep running this. Problem is, that's 30 points back down to the downside. So I picked up an order there. What I've learned about news is typically we have a giant colossal rip or whatever, right? And then we recover it pretty quickly. This isn't true statistics. I haven't done the actual math. I haven't looked, but 99% of the time, 98% of the time, we recover that news pretty daggone quickly. So this move at 8:30, we take a long right here, we get filled. You take a short right here, you get filled. It's kind of all over the map, really. Continuation off of news is not super likely. as we continue right now on news. I'm going to run it.
Order filled.
I think it'll get paid. Oh, gosh. It should get paid right here. Come on.
Order filled.
There we go. There's 2. I should have ran bigger ticks. I almost got stopped out on accident there. I don't advise anyone do this, by the way. Like, this is not... If this rips down, you immediately get stopped out for 10 points, whatever your contract size is, and you're gone. We're still in that zone. This is still a news play to me. I mean, that's the 1 minute. This is 2 minutes, so 2 to 5 minutes. I think usually the news play is done, and then we start the recover factor. Not every time, though. Not every time. All right, drawdown's almost full. And we took 2 winners right there. Boom, boom. Good deal. So now this account is basically break even. I'm down $86. I was down 58. Well, I was down up to 300 just a minute ago. But there you go. Watch this make the 1% for me right here. There's another pop. Seems like every candle, no matter the candle size, you have a pop. Almost got it back to 50K. Let's go. Yeah, so Daniel, exactly. But the plan is not 50K. The plan is 50,300. I switch accounts. Thank you for the love, though. Certainly appreciate it. That was another long right there. We switch candles. It seems like we have a little oscillation. And that little oscillation is generally exactly what we're looking for. All right, so 2 to 5 minutes is we're kind of still in that 5-minute range, but we're close. So you see how it's slowed down quite a bit for what it was. Now, I'm not talking like pre-market slowdown, which we are in pre-market, but it wasn't this slow. But it slowed down quite a bit from what it was. Huge drop. I kind of assumed we would come down. I said that earlier. What's our zone? That's the 15-minute. We weren't on the 5. We were on the 2. And I said, well, earlier, okay, cool. Earlier I said I could easily see it snapping down and taking out these lows. Obviously it went a lot further than that, but there you go. All right, so we're 4 minutes. We got 30 seconds left on the candle for that 5-minute area. And we've already started to kind of recover a little bit. 79. So that right there is 8. We'll just say 80 to 90, so 10 points. What was the drop? We'll call it 80 just for easy. Holy jeez, 90 points. 89 points, something like that. 89-point drop. Crazy. Well, there it is, boys and girls. Bam, 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 bam. I still like the long, even though that doesn't look correct. If we don't break this low, I'll probably scalp this back up. All right, 5 minutes has expired, so we'll see what happens here. We still haven't recovered 15. In my opinion, 15 would want to get recovered. We're hitting a low for the 3rd time on the 1 minute. 2 minute is still driving. 5 minutes says we're in that zone, the one I made earlier, right? So we came all the way down to it. Wow, it's way back there. See, that's why I did it. This zone, which lines up here, which is where price is right now. Right here, right here. Look at these tip. All this zone. Major, that would be a major support zone for me. Like what I would want to see, which is why I lined it out. Well, that whole follow through thing. Whew. Guess we're still going. All right, so that's a 5-minute candle. I just don't see us going much further than that. Doesn't mean anything. That just doesn't mean it rips straight back up and goes, all the way up in here. It could. So we dripped a little bit. Here's the pop. We had a clearing bar right there, though. I don't like that. Back on the 2-minute. So what I've seen before is, I wish I had my trading view chart up here. The price action, that I've seen before. We go down, create this just like a kind of like a circular bottom. There's a few bottoms, right? There's a double bottom. Well, there's lots of bottoms. Tail bar bottom, double bottom, triple bottom, a V-shaped bottom. I don't know if I mentioned that one or not. Then there's kind of that rounded curved bottom. There's a higher right foot, There's lots of bottoms. And that curve, that just kind of swoops like that. Of course, it's candlesticks, so they're squared, but the square, rectangle, whatever, and then they kind of shift out. So we'll just see. Doesn't look to be done. Slow down, though, obviously. Slow down a bunch. Because this is huge, and this is not near as huge, right? Even though, 5 or 6 of these equals one of those, so... next level. What was our next level? Oh, we're not. We're just in this one. Oh, we overshot the 15. So there was a gap there, wasn't there? Yeah. Wasn't there? Yeah. There was a gap between, these two bars, this red one and this one, and then the top of this one. So we overshot it, and we obviously got into this area. Ooh, we're moving now. Here we go. Do we bottom?
Order
right,
filled.
I'm gonna run it.
Order
right,
filled.
Got that one. Now we're up on the account, $25, $23. Got that one. Excuse me. We still want the 14 touch. Doesn't have to be right this second. Oh, I thought I broke my pen. Doesn't have to be right this second. It can be. Now we're looking for this oscillation, so... Again, real quick. I want in, I want out. That's the first green candle on a 2-minute chart. So the next run up, the 2-minute ran up to here, 91.75, which really doesn't coincide with like the bottom of this candle, not the bottom of this wick. So it kind of really didn't show us much. The 1 minute more so got up into the top of this and the bottom of this area right in here. So you can look across. The 2-minute did not. So the first stop for me in general for the 2-minute would be 68.25, which we may get, or 98, 98.25, which we may get any second. And then the next one would be 14.15, 14.25 maybe. And then the next one would be anywhere up in there, because we now have a giant gap to fill. All right, here we go. I imagine we hit anywhere between 97 and 98, and then we have an oscillation again. If not, then we go up to 1550. If I was going to take this, though, I wanted this filling up this bar. Before it got to the top of that bar, I wanted to be in here to here. Anywhere in here. All right, so where do we get? 95, or, yeah, 95.50. We kind of got close to here. Not exactly. I almost want to take one contract long and let it roll. Like, really let it roll. Because I think this will get recovered, and that's a 100-point recovery. I mean, one contract, 100 points, that's pretty good. It's $2,000, I think. Doing the quick math, $20 a point, 100 points. Sounds right. And the downside, to be wrong, would be 57 and a quarter. So 30 points wrong, or I don't know, 60, no, plus now. It's 90 to, yeah, okay. So 90 points, right? I'm going to step away for a second and grab my water. Man, that thing's hard to find sometimes. Ooh, bear flagged. Bear flagged. All right, bear back. I'm going to grab some water. And, I don't know, a couple minutes anyways. Well, no change, really. No change. We got a Well, it looks like we could fill up that deal right there. I kind of like it. Yep.
Order filled.
Needs to happen before that happens, though. Otherwise, I lose big right here. I don't know what kind of drawdown I have in this account. That should fill up. Preferably before it goes down. God, I got in late on that. Jeez, that's $700 in drawdown. Don't do it. Don't do it to me now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Might have made a mistake there. I did. Dang it. Big mistake. Oh, I jumped right back in too quick. Dang. Oh, wow. Do I get saved? I don't think so, but I need to be saved. Sit down and jump in, and that's when I lose. Ooh, it's so ugly. I need it to turn up. Turn up. Like a lot. Oh, that made a lower low on the 2 minute. Jeez. All right, we may blow the account right there off that one deal. Dang it. Yep.
Stop filled.
Wow. That was awesome. 285. Well, that might have blown that one. Oh, I was so in the... I sat down right there and did that. Watch it go all the way up now. So wait a minute. I have 285 in drawdown. I'm going to try something. Because this account's pretty much gone anyway. All right, let's see. I have 285 divided by 20 is how many? I got 14 points to be wrong. So let's do this. And let's run it back up. See if we can get a run back up. I kind of want to be in now off the bottom. So that's already 4 points. Let's see. This is going to be an interesting day right here. We're going to try to take one contract and run it all the way back up in here. This ought to be fun. This ought to be fun. Wow. Interesting, Daniel. Kyle's asking me if I got my Top Step email. Yesterday I got one, but I never traded Top Step X or whatever they got going on over there. Is this one of the 1% that didn't retrace all the way? All right. Here we go. So, now what's our next level? Potentially to 58, potentially. Oh, that's like another, geez, that's like another 100 points from here. Oh, I'm on the 15 minute. That's why. It looks so massive. So, yeah, I mean, we could run all the way back to 66. That's another 100 points. Oh, I want to be in this long all the way back. I don't know if we can get all the way back, though. 38 to 50. I got like 14 points in drawdown or something like that still left. Let's try it, heck.
Order
why
filled.
not? A little late to the party on this, but that's okay. Little late to the party. It's all right still. Not the downside. Keep going. Oscillation of the candle. That's a nice bar though on the 2 minute. That is a nice bar. We build some liquidity back. All right. Sucks because all these little pops now are would give us the $100 and some pops, you know. Now we're just gambling this part. And it looks like we're losing the gamble. I don't want to take it all out in one trade though. Looks like we're going to just rotate the bottom again. So now I would really like to see us hold that 58. Oh yeah, I want this way up there. My stop is kind of right where the rotation of the candle would go. All right, let's go. Higher highs, let's go. Oh my goodness, that's wild. Any day now, I'd love to see it just come all the way back up to like 50% of this move. Should be like, what, 65, 50? I need to measure that out, honestly. I might have got in too soon right there. I think I did, actually. Yeah, I did. Dang it. I don't have much drawdown left, so I can't really move my stop big. Could have done micros, I guess. Yeah, could have done micros. Let's see. Where'd that go? Right here. Let's see. And it may not happen. But if we got a 50% of this move, that's at 54. We're going to get stopped out right now. We had the lower move, though. Like, we had the fake out for the rest of the drip. Unless it wasn't a fake out, we'll find out in a second.
Stop filled.
Boo. All right. Now I'm just messing with the rest of this account. There's nothing else to do. I don't want to switch accounts and do this same thing with that account, you know? $26. Oh man, I don't even know if I can take a trade for that. I think I can. I can't be wrong at all. Like, it has to just go. That's awesome. All right, well, 19 is getting blown today. Because Ineos, like, unless I click the button and it goes straight away, which would have been smarter for me to do on the top side of this. But at that point, I really didn't care. I mean, what's left on it? Nothing.
Order filled.
Go up, go up, go up. Go up, go up, go up. Go up. If it goes up some, I can get some power back.
Order filled.
Right, well, that's a little bit of power back. What do we got? $48. All right, we got a little power back. This would be so cool to pull this off. It's not super likely, but it would be pretty cool. I'd have to build this up enough to where I can withstand it just kind of oscillating just a little bit. And the target is 54 and a quarter. So obviously, it would take some time to get there, but look, we're getting above. Awesome. Keep in mind now, anybody that's watching this, this is not what I'm recommending. I'm just having fun with it. There's the pop. Oh, I should have taken that for a little bit. See, I can't have that little bit of pullback right there. 2 points is $40, and then I have to take a trade. I have fees too, so. There's really only one way I want to go from here is really up, but doesn't mean we're going to. Oh man, that's funny. We need to jump above this 14. It happened so fast. It's interesting. All right, so we're getting flatter on the 1 minute 20, right? Because we're doing all this deal. They bought it right back up there. We get above this 58, 59 zone and hold, which is what we've done for the last couple little bars. Then we may be able to shoot up. First target would be the 20 up here, which would be pretty freaking awesome. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Which one got me good? Oh, that one. Yeah, that one got me good. That was the fake out. Boom, boom, boom. Snatch, reverse. I was hoping it. It seemed like they always fake out. But this tail bar, that's the 1 minute, I know. But this, oh, here it is on the 2 minute. This tail bar, and this slammed back down, and this oscillated, right? So I was thinking, okay, this one is going to fill. I thought this bar would fill this one right to here. That's all I was shooting for right there. Ooh, shorty short. Shorty short. Shorty short. So what I noticed now is that I've traded a few weeks ago, pre-market was just silky smooth. Just as good as it gets to just scalp 3 times, be done. And in the last week, probably the last week, maybe a week and a half. So the couple weeks prior to that were silky smooth, and now all of a sudden it's like pre-market's just kicking my butt. So I may have to you only want to take good setups, but only look at pre-market if something just phenomenal happens. Otherwise, don't do anything, which is great advice. Not financial advice, just advice. And then also wait for market open. I really think this is just going to pop through, but we'll see. Should pop through anytime. I just don't have enough. I don't have enough in here to be wrong. So then one could argue with it, don't be wrong, right? So that's 6 points right there. And I don't have 6 points to deal with. Could slap on a micro, but the fees are kind of high. What do I have? I have $48. So I've got like 2.5 points in to be wrong, I guess you could say. I'm slightly concerned about just running down here one more time before we actually push. And then letting that be the bottom. I believe today's the day where people get your email. You may want to check your spam folder as well, because Top Step is sending out. If you traded with them on Top Step X as kind of like their pre-launch project or whatever, they're giving you 5 accounts, I think. For, don't quote me on this, you'd have to check, but I don't know if you have to pay the $50 initialization fee, like the fee to come on board with. There's that rundown I was talking about. Or they're going to give it out at $4.50 a piece. But from what I understand, the people who did that before get 5 accounts, and the renewal fee every month on those are $4.50. But if you go to reset them in between, then it would be the $50 to reset it. So if you wait, this is that 1% that didn't just go straight back up, I guess. If you wait for the month to end with 5 accounts, right? So you wait for the month to end, you can renew that account for $4.50, which is pretty. Jeez, that's solid. But it's on, I believe it is on Top Step X. I don't know why it wouldn't be. It should be. If they're doing that kind of deal for people, then it should be on their platform, right? I don't know if we run back here or not.
Order filled.
Run it and see. We can just get a little push. Come on, up, 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 up. Don't go back 2 points. Push. Was that the fake out? Oh, gosh, dang it. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. I wasn't quick enough. All right, what we got? 70 now. This will be a miracle. I don't think it's done pushing. Sucked in some shorts there, which I wish I had been sucked into earlier. All right, run
Order
again.
filled.
Nope. Dang it. Dang it. There it goes. Yep.
Order filled.
Okay. All right, cool. That was a gamble. I lost. I did better than I thought there for a second. All right, 19's gone. Gone. 19 and 12 are gone. I still have 09 that's funded. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 accounts that are good to go. Yep. I normally don't trade news. I was just trying something today. I try stuff a lot. Guys, it's $37. And that's one of my downfalls is it's like, okay, it's $37. So I try things a lot. I tried trade, which I did well on that part up in here. Like I thought I did okay. I won that one, and I won that one. Now, that being said, if this account was at zero when I started, not zero, but flat, and I wasn't down in the account already from whatever I did up here and then the $58 down yesterday, that would have been my 3 trades and I was done. Switch accounts. Probably a good thing though, because switching accounts into this, I don't know if I have the discipline to not touch it after I won that, which is okay. So, tried some things out, something different. So then maybe, just maybe, don't trade it at all. That's one idea. Second idea would be a lot smaller contract size, like 1 contract or micros maybe, just because it's so big, right? You blink, I mean, literally blink, and that's 10 points, 12 points. Not off the rip. Off the rip, that was like 90 points when you blinked. But I'm just talking about in general, right? 10 points go, I mean, the smallest of moves are 10 points right now. So you could possibly look at the ES. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what that. This is ES now. So from the top of this little candle, 73.75, the bottom of that 7, so 3 points. But each point is $50, not 20. NASDAQ is 20, but that was a 3-point candle. And let's see what this one was. This one was 30.75 to 44. That was a 15-point candle. The other one was 3, $150. This one's 15. So one contract, 20 times 15, that's $750 on one contract. 15. It's 150. Shoot. My math ain't mathing. If you have 15 points times $20, yeah, $300. So it's about the same. That was pretty cool to see, though. I guess it kind of sucks that I lost, but that's okay. Bottom of that, 65.50. Wow, that is just a strong drop. I'd say some people made a ton of money this morning. Market opens in 20 minutes. And I think this is the only real news today. I didn't see anything else. I don't know about stocks, so like if Tesla or Nvidia or any of them have earnings or anything, I don't know. I have no idea about that. I don't even really care a little bit. I don't even care a little bit, honestly. So Daniel texted me and said that he could hear me like walk away when I went and got water and everything in there, which is interesting because when I would rewatch the stream on, at my house, I would just sit there and see how's the video look, how's the audio, right? To kind of just look at it myself. And it's decent. It's not perfect, but it is decent. And he said that he could hear like the whole way of me going back and forth. That was interesting because I feel like I had to get the mic closer. I had to speak up some more because at home I had to turn the TV up a little bit more than, like an average YouTube that I would watch. So. Oh, yeah, yeah. Here you go. Here you go. 64% winning trades. But my largest losing trade was 2,200. My largest winning trade was 125. That is the opposite of what you want. However, that is what I did this morning, trading a pop back up off of that. Well, what I thought would be a quick pop back up. And then again, like that little move right there was $2,200. Kind of busted me up. What's funny though is that's where I got out, and a couple more points, and it shot straight back up, and it would have paid right here, right? Yeah. So 63. The top of this candle was 67. I was only looking for 1 point and some change. So there you go. Don't recommend that. Obviously, I do not. That trend line from the bottom. Wow. So earlier I drew this trend line on the 1 hour from the bottom. I don't know if it was today. I think it was today. Boom, 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 boom. And we just hammered it. We actually pierced it, but awesome, awesome. Not much now. I mean, just kind of wait for open. I'd like to see us recover about half of this move, honestly. Like, seriously. That would be outstanding. Now the bottom isn't here, though. The bottom's actually here. So 50% would be 42.50. Honestly, I'd like to see us get it all back, and then make more of a... What the heck was that? Did you see that? Oh, wow. That's some stuff I put on the chart way back. I guess it's still there, hiding. Am I finally it? Nope. I don't know a get rid of drawings button. Like Tradevate, you can not Tradevate. TradingView, you can right click on the screen and get rid of all your drawings. So you can kind of clear it. I don't know how to do that with Tradevate. Oh, I was wrong, guys. I'm sorry. That was not correct information. On this one, I would have won. Sorry. This one that I lost a ton on. I don't know if I made that clear. I was wrong on that. If this one I lost, I would not have won. Not even a little bit. This one would have helped to shoot up in here and actually win. But it's all right. Well, 1 hour is scorching to the downside. I almost bet we come right back into 45 pretty quick. 100 points. I do have some room on one of the accounts. I have like $400 something, which is more than my daily my personal daily profit goal in each account. So I did overshoot that by 100 and I don't know something dollars. That was all yesterday. So I have several accounts, but I don't know the sweet spot for me yet. Do I run 5 at a time? Do I run 3 at a time? Do I run 10 at a time? 15 at a time? I don't know. I feel like I need a multiple of 3 if I can trade copy 3 without having Replicanto. If I don't have Replicanto, then 3 make the most sense. Like multiples of 3 make the most sense for me because I can do that 3 on here. Wow, there's so much going on back right here right now. Let's make that a little bit bigger for y'all. I don't know how much better that looks, but the 1 hour chart is holding up finally, probably to open. Not really seeing anything. This still could create that U. That was not in the thesis that I was talking about earlier, but this could still create it. Which account was that? 15? No. No. Come on, drop. What the heck just happened? Thank you. Saying lagging or what? So 17 has 428 in it. Yeah. At least we're back above something now. It's interesting to see. Ideally, we would want this to be back above and pointing up. And yeah. So right now, just the retracement alone would be to 08 just right now. Be our first target. And that's going to drop as this continues. Like if this continues to drop out, this will continue to drop with it. Right? I actually really want to run this.
Order
Let's see
filled.
if we can get some movement. This probably isn't the best place to be long, but I'm one contract. And I just want to see if that's something we can do. I don't want to go down $200, but I just kind of want to see if that's something. Holding one contract for a while, you know. I feel like we have a bottom. Kind of pushing out. I did it right into resistance though, which isn't the smartest thing in the world, honestly. But I just wanted to see if it was something where it just kind of dribbles up. Oh, the open is in 11 minutes, by the way. I don't really see that happening right this second. I see more of a probably a pullback right this second, but yeah, I should have waited just a little bit to see. This is what I was kind of doing yesterday, though. I kind of wanted to see what it would be like to hold, but I mean, dang, the bottom of this is way down here. So do you move your stop all the way down there? I don't know. I don't know that I would recommend that. Kind of still pushing down, though. We need this to make a higher right foot or something, you know? We pop up in here. I'm going to bail out on it. I just want to see like maybe a higher right foot. We did have a rounded edge, but that's not. Let's see. Yeah, we're still in the wrong direction. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. It's not a huge deal.
Stop
Yeah,
filled.
it's not a huge deal. That is fine. We're still driving there. That's fine. So the idea behind this, and I don't know how much I want to do it or don't do it. It seems not to be working for me, but I also don't want to blow an account every time I'm wrong, right? So that being said, um, I'd like to see, if I had to put my stop all the way back here at like 12, I got in at 45. God, that's 50 points. No, 12 to 45 is 30 some points. 30 some points, 30 some. That's $600. So that's $600 of drawdown on one contract, one car. And that gives you a room. So when this actually turns around and maybe starts going back up, if it does, then that would maybe give you the room for a $600 drawdown, which I don't recommend you use necessarily that big, but on one contract. But at the same time, the reward is back up in here. And if you can do one contract, your risk is low, right? You have to have a big move, but your risk is low. And if you run that across 3 at a time, would that be a better deal or scenario for me? So here's the higher right foot with what's looking like it could be creating left shoulder, and it's still pretty loose, a loose translation. I don't like that too much. So I was thinking left shoulder, head, right shoulder. They don't have to be pretty, but at the same time, you don't really want to create stuff in your mind. Scenarios, yes. If this, then that, yes. Cool. But besides that, you don't just want to be like, well, the micrometer spec says that technically we were 22 cents away from invalidating the Head and Shoulder. I don't know. If you want to do that and be all scientific, cool. I'm not that guy. So like now, if you took a long now, you got the bottom. You're at the bottom. You took one contract long here, let's just say. And then we actually push and go back up. I really would like for these to be back to the upside, but we are at the bottom, which would be important, right? So now, if we had the same $600 stop from the bottom, 19, I think it was 30 points. So then you would have a stop all the way down at 90? Yeah, 19 to 90. There would be your stop loss. And then you'd have essentially all of this for reward. That's a thought. I'm not saying it's the best one. When it comes to risk to reward, though, what I just said was way better than what I just did, right? What I just did, I was looking for $125 and I lost $2,200. So there you go. The open is in 5 minutes. I kind of really want to do it, but I'd love to see this. I don't know, maybe kind of going the other way. That would be a whole lot more exciting. Or a whole lot more confluence. At least something. 5 minutes still screaming to the downside. That low was lower than all this still too. So we're going to wait till the open. I'm going to run check my calendar real quick. Make sure. I don't have any appointments or anything this morning. All right, no appointments this morning. All right. So now it's 16 to 28. So 10 points of risk is just back to the bottom. I have nothing to back this up with, but at the open, go back up and smack VWAP, maybe. That's set 79 right now. 79.50. Or flush to some greater depth of the sea down there that we had, that we had seen a while back. All right, so that's where our entry would have been. Let's just say we did it. Our entry would have been right in here at 19. So we'll paper trade it real quick. Our entry was at 19. Not literally. And we would still be long, and our stop would be 90. So our stop would be here. This is gonna be interesting to watch. Watch it work out too. Our stop would be 90. That's close enough. There's our stop. Here was our entry. We have 43 seconds to open. I actually kind of want to take it for real. Even though we are screaming to the downside. So let's just see what happens. VWAP's at 51. I don't like my stop there. Oh, I guess it's 1-to-1. The stop's 1-to-1. Want to be long? I want to be long down here, though. That's the thing. All right, here we go. Do we get 90? Of course, we wouldn't have done this to the open, which is why we didn't. But stopped out. $600. We didn't do it, but that would have been it. That would have been it. What are we hitting now? Anything? Supply zone here. Supply zone here. Makes sense. Does make sense. Glad we didn't do that. At least not right then. So that was the snap low. Sucker in some more shorts maybe, or fill that right back up. We'll see. I'm thinking we go up from here. Oh, that's not VWAP. Shoot, I keep looking at these Keltner channels. You know, I'm going to get rid of that. Because I mistook that for VWAP. There's VWAP all the way up there. All right, that's cleaner. A lot cleaner. Oh, so we got stopped out to the nose if we had taken it. Kyle and I talked about this yesterday too. So we said something about picking a direction, or not us picking a direction, but the market picking a direction. Taking one contract and just holding it for a while. Now, if you get up a big bunch of money, it would not make sense for you to take $600 and draw down or whatever, especially with Apex, because that does affect your max drawdown limit. All right. We are looking at the second 2-minute bar. I actually really want to like make a long here. If we pierce through that, I kind of want to go. Oh, that's too low. That might be too low. Shoot. The 20's up there on the 2-minute. Oh, I need to raise that up.
Stop filled.
Yeah, that's why right there. That is why. Oh, too low. Too soon on that. I think it's too soon on that. Yeah, it is. It's too soon. Double tail bar support there. I should have taken it off because I was too soon in the trade. But if it rips up, I want to get the rip up. So I don't see it happening just yet. I'll probably get stopped out first. Don't want to. Maybe down in here. All right, I'm kind of doing it. That's a 15-point, 16-point stop. I'm going to let this run out. We're going to hit some resistance in here, resistance in here. I don't know if we can go, though, because this is still down. I wanted to wait for this to pop over, honestly, and I didn't. But sellers are obviously strong. Kind of want to let this run, but I don't. I'm not in love with it. But I also don't hate it. We're going to get one more back. One more back. It's almost like we never go without it. I said that earlier, though. It just kept going. I don't want to dig myself into a hole straight off this morning, though. Like nothing that's undoable. Ideally, we should take off right here. So far, we're not. The 50 is up there. Way, way up there. Jeez. All right, one more snap back before we go to kill everybody that took the long like me. I'm not sure. Would make sense. We just get a buyer to step in right there and send it would be awesome. Heck of a retracement all the way to the top here, though. If we can pull it off. All right, well, that's pretty good. It's our money back from earlier. There we go. 260, 285, 290, 300. Kind of happy with 300. I'm happier with 4, obviously. Could move my stop so I don't take a rip out. 400. 400. And we're going to kill it right there.
Order filled.
Had 400, went 260. I got that back, so that's cool. I think we're going a lot higher. I just want to see this rotate. It could go straight away. I just want to see these things rotate, though. Could go straight away. That's a big target. That is a big target. Oh, actually, you know what? not exactly the prettiest of deals, but that's it. Oh yeah, so see the little hitch right here? That's probably where it's going to push to. But I don't want it to just go straight away. I want it to just do it. Give me a little sign. Give me a little bit of love. Let's get those 14 and the whatever cross back, and we take another along with one contract. And see if we can make it make sense. Could go straight away. 24, is that it? Yeah. So 24 would be the target-ish area. Jeez, that's 75 points. $45. Where would we come back to? Where would our stop be now? $46. That tail bar show. I wasn't even paying attention. Look at that tail bar. I saw this. I should have known what that looked like, obviously. To the moon. To the moon. Look at that. VWAP just flattened right there. All right, come on back. We're getting the cross. That's beautiful. We are getting the cross there. I was at 400 there. Yeah, we got most of our drawdown still. Don't go straight off. Don't go straight off all the way straight off to 24. That's a heck of a move. I'm assuming we recover this though. Took a whole lot longer than I thought, but we're still, I don't know. My theory was invalidated this morning when it didn't kind of just do this. We need this to hit the chill button for just a second. Just a second. Hit the chill button. And give us something else to run off of. Whew, the air just came on. It just chilled me. This could be that second. I'm going to let this maybe be that second, and I'll be back in a second. So we got the cross on the 2 minute. We're pushing. It would look really cool if this would come down and swerve that line. Whoa, come back. Come back. All right, here we go. The heck was that? All right, there's the back test. It is pretty strong, though. Good Lord. All right, here we go. There's a potential swerve. Did we make a higher right foot? We're trying to. We're trying to make it right there. What I know about news is that it likes to get recovered. And now we're actually having an entry for me based off of that. Oof. Right into trouble, though, on the 5 minute. And we're back in that little crazy zone. Our first rip here, we're back into that. So Back test and reject. On the 5 minute, that looks like a really, really good opportunity for a short. I like to make this bigger, but they look better when they're scrunched because you can actually see what's going on. A little bit. For me, I can anyways. I can see what's going on a little bit better. I don't really like the way that these come out on the stream here, but all right. Well, we didn't take it. We do have this bottom down here. Our fake trade that we would have definitely lost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Danny. Definitely 246 toothpicks. Swerving. We got the cross on the 2. The 5 minutes says no, though. Golly. I wish it said yes. So, what is that? 96? 96 would be the 382. I mean, this would be a play for me, typically. We had a bottom. We get some violence right here. I'm going to take it.
Order filled.
I'm going to take it anyways. I know the 5 minutes not looking the best in the world. That is one contract, so I want my stop to be bigger. I want my target to be bigger. Bigger than my stop. Man, 39 looks good. 15 looks the best right now. I don't like that we're back in that zone rejecting, but at the same time, with a tail bar and a bullish bar that took out all these candles on the 5 and the second tail, right? So we had the second tail right there, unless we just fill it right back in, which we can. I like that for a reversal. Just might not be now. 9:45 is coming. That's usually when the Brink session shows us some things. We may not recover it straight away. I'm kind of thinking that we do, but it doesn't mean anything. I kind of like how chill it is, though. Like, that's kind of nice. So if I lose this trade, I lose like $300-400 versus $2,200. That's kind of nice. Although I don't want to lose a trade, obviously. We're reversed right there. I thought we were going to swerve it, and we did not. Man, we do have power, though. Tail bar, power, clearing. Ideally, we are in a decent pushing trade. And my first would be 77. 78? I don't know. I mean, we do have the 20 coming down right here. We haven't come back to see it yet. On the 2 minute, we're above holding, so we held. We had the tail bar, we had the back test, and we had power right there. That's what I'm kind of banking on. Same thing with the 5. We had the power right there. Doesn't mean we don't get stopped out, but we'll see what that looks like. And the first one is just to the 618. I'd like to add right here, really, honestly. I know it sounds crazy. I'd like to add. I may add if we get above. Or if we get above and hold 57, I would be a whole lot more likely to add. I still want this 50% retracement though. May not get it. I don't know. I feel like I should add here. It's feeling addy. It's not the best though. I mean, that strength isn't the best. We had the strength. We did. We had the strength. We had the tail bar. We had all that stuff. Is this just giving me an opportunity to build a position, or is this giving me an opportunity to get stopped out? We'll see. Man, that tell you what, we're just riding that, and not the prettiest. I wouldn't want to be short against it right now, honestly. That's just my opinion. 1, 2, 3. This should be a long. I want to add into this. I'm going to add
Order
into
filled.
it anyways. Maybe run that on up. I like where this stop is. I'll keep that one. That's $200 though, I think, on one. Yeah. I don't remember which one's which here. I kind of like that one. I liked that one for a second. I almost took that one off. Seemed like we're just kind of chilling, doing nothing. All right, so there was the ad. I like it a lot. The ad is good. Keep going. What are you doing? Oh man, I almost almost took that too. Oh shit. Shoot. Sorry. Shoot. I meant. I could take one off, buy one here, or let it run. I mean, that's kind of why I took it, right? That's the psychology of it. I was listening to Rips last night, and he's like, man, you take a trade, just run it. I mean, I don't like where my stop is on this, though. I actually don't like it at all. It's looking like the ad wasn't the best in the world. We'd have to shoot straight up here, not down. Not gonna happen. Okay. All right, so one. If I lose one here, oh God, that's a lot of money.
Stop filled.
I didn't really realize how big that was. So then is my stop too tight? That's what I'm not sure about this trading style. Not really sure about it. Yeah, I don't know. Does it go and stop me out and then just take off to the top? It's kind of the way it's looking. Yeah, we held. Okay. So my ad got slammed in the face. That sucks. Golly, that sucked. I kind of want to add into it again. I don't want to be dumb twice. Built a position, got stopped out. Not really running for me. Let's see. Well, I don't want this to hammer to the downside. And now we're below. That's what sucks about it, is that, like, once we shift down into here, I don't want to be short anymore. You know, we were above trying to push, and then we didn't. So it's like, do I just let it drip off when my process says I don't really believe in it anymore? Like, I don't think that's the smartest thing in the world. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Maybe I should start with not adding. Maybe that would be a better place to start. I think we're going back up, though. Like, I really do. I don't know why, but I do. It doesn't have to be now, though. 49.6. We get stopped out first. It's kind of looking that way, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we could get out and then maybe get a better entry later. That's not a horrible. That's actually a good idea. Looks poppy here. Looks like it's gonna pop, like just pop up. All right, well, maybe we hang on to this one for a minute. I don't know. We still look like we're in a decent trade here. I like it better now. This would have been the entry, you know, instead of the drawdown, which I thought I had a good entry here, honestly. I didn't hate this entry. I did not hate that entry at all. I hated this $450 loss, but I didn't hate that entry. We just got to gain some traction here, which looks like we just did. We switched candles and went up. Yeah, we just gained some momentum. So the ad was good. I got ticked out barely, which is fine. Now we're cruising. I don't want to be dumb and give all this back, so I'm going to maybe cut it sooner. I don't know. I got my level up there, honestly. Like, if I'm going to sit through the drawdown, I might as well sit through the freaking profit, right? And honestly, though, that is a really good spot to stop. It really is. That's a heck of a drive, though. I'm not going to sit through some more drawdown to get up there because we did hit this right here. So what I'm looking at is this little shoot. Sorry about that. What I'm looking at is this little spot right here. So all that being said, my ad was a good ad. I took here, I added here. I got stopped out, though, on one of the positions right here. So if my stop would have been at the same place as the other stop was, that right there was, that's why I took it off. That right there was $1,200 from there. So from here, that would have been not quite 600 because this one was here and this one was here. So I'm going to say, let's just say it was another 300. So that would have been a $900 rip versus a $600 rip with a 450 wrap behind it as a loss. That sucks. But that's all right. That's all right. The 5 minutes. Wow. Okay. Still playing in that zone, eh? I like widening this up because it starts to get real small when you have so much on the screen. When you have less on the screen, it starts to look like that. Then this gets better. So you can actually, then you can make it smaller and still see it. All right, bull 180 rip. Bull 180 rip to the 618. Well, no, that's actually the 382. And then this would be the 50, and that would be up in the 618. But all right, here we go. Need to see this push. All right, I'm going to take this off of here because it's clear now that we can see that that is a zone. Oh, second entry long. That's the 5 minute. Yep. Target was 96 and a quarter. I think we're going to get that now. I think we will. Which is, holy crap, 20 points from here. $20 more points from here. VWAP is at 30, which is 60 points from here. Recovery is, well, all the way up, but even to the bottoms of these is all the way up to 807. So I said we could get a better entry later, but what better of an entry, honestly, than right above the 20 and right in here. That kind of stinks that I got stopped out. I'll be shifting on to a different account now because on the day, with fees and everything, we're up $200 with a 50% win rate. There she goes. We get liftoff right now. Or do we slam back real quick first? I think it's going. Yeah, let's run it.
Order filled.
It looks like it's still going. This is where I got out, so I'm getting back in. This was my initial sell to close area, but my target was still up here. So let's see. Don't give any back. It's kind of the point, not to give any back. And I may do exactly what I did not want to do. But I just think that rip can be really big and really quick too. Oh, don't stop me out first. Wait, I just had this, not session, but I just listened to something last night about this exact deal right here. You get in, you get out, psychology crushes you, and then you give it all right back. Which is essentially what I was trying to do right there, was give it all right back, I guess. Target is still 96 and a quarter. Except now, instead of my stop loss being down here, it's all the way up here. It's got room to go right now. Not down. Jeez. My stop is right at the edge too, which isn't the safest stop ever. But see, we're back testing this little deal here. And if we just wick it out, I'm done. Just like that.
Stop filled.
Just like that. We're going to the top side, and we'll probably go now that it just ticked me out like a dummy. And then I get back in and maybe do it again. You want to do it again? The play is up in here. We're just running into this little area. Yeah. We even had some power. We cleared some stuff. We're still going up. Right there. Just like that, guys. Just like that. As soon as you give it back, it just runs right back up for you. The psychology is real. Let's run it again.
Order filled.
Like a dummy. Oh my gosh. Don't dummy me this time. Don't dummy me this time. Wow. Put it down here and you lose a ton. And this account is still good, honestly. We just need some power right now. If it does all that, though, I really want it back up into the 13. You know, like back up in here somewhere. But if we don't go straight away, then that's okay. We get busted up. But I played that wrong. But you see how it's played. I added, and then my stops just sucked. So, and because my stops sucked, that's what hurt me the most. I took that one downfall. Not sure which play I like better. I kind of do like this though when you have a potential bigger swing because your risk isn't near as big. Like I would have lost 5 accounts worth with 5 contracts on that other deal. And that's obviously not what you want to do. Golly, the 5-minute just is screaming down, but in order for it to go up, we have to create that higher high right here. You know? In order to turn the 5-minute around, we'd have to create the higher high. So, anyhow, we're piercing the 0 line, trying to turn up on the 0 line on the 1 minute. The 2 minute is trying to pierce, but as long as we don't swerve the 0 line, we're in good shape. If not, then we're in bad shape. And we would have to eject. I don't know why I have my stop there. That's kind of a random spot, but all right, we should bounce. If we're going to go up, we should bounce here. Because we already held. See what I'm saying? And if we pierce all the way back down into here, honestly, we want out. So I don't even know why I wouldn't move my stop down or up. Yeah, so we don't want that. We want this to reverse here. But we're giving it a little bit of room, which may be my downfall here. We'll see. That's what makes this style for me so difficult. We're on the we're on the edge of the trend line, it looks like, or close to that thereof anyway. Oh man, we might have broke it, but not sure. Okay, we need all of this to hold up here, obviously. We get through here, I may slide my stop right to the bottom, right in here, which is a little bit. It's a little bit more. I need this bar to launch, like bottle rocket launch. Problem is we broke this level, which when you come back and break this level and it doesn't hold, it's not always the best of ideal situations. My stop is, oh yeah, so it did hold here though, which is kind of good. We need this not to fill up, and the next candle off the 20 to have a 20 halt and just push. This could be the push. I almost want to add right now. And then slide my stops up into here. But I mean, you got to play this like you're supposed to, right? There's a 20 MA halt. We drizzled down. I should have added right there, I think. I'm almost positive I should have added right there. I'm not 100%, but Pretty sure that was the ad to build the position up. 1, 2. I don't know. Pretty sure that was the ad. Yeah, it was. It was the ad. I'm not gonna add now. Over 78 and hold 78 maybe. That would be another good ad spot. I think we're gonna run here. It's looking like we are. If nothing else, I'd love to get just in some green here and not run straight back on me. What's that? 23 seconds to add. We don't want that running up halfway and stopping. So we want this to clear here. And stay clear. Did that give us another opportunity? Kind of did. I'm gonna
Order
try
filled.
it and see. I think it gave us another opportunity. I could be really wrong here though. That's the only bad part. And I'm looking that way. So that was 50% of the move, and yeah, it was 50% of the move. We are hitching through the 0 line on the 2 minute, which I love. In general, I really do love that. Got to have the push here, though. Got to have the push here, or else we are dead. My entry's a little late, but it's not crazy late. Like it's still up in the range that I kind of like. I'm starting to like it less. 1, 2, 3. I don't like that. We need a solid push out. Are we not going to push today? Man. This is way too tight to even be worth it on this particular one. Yeah, okay. I gotta kill it, man. This is kicking my butt. That was a good setup, I thought.
Stop
that
filled.
was a good setup. I'm wrong, apparently. Unless she just skyrockets from here. Which isn't super likely at this point now because of what I'm seeing on the chart, but you never know. That's what I get for trying some new stuff, huh? So, $575 losses. Look at that. I take a L. I get it all back on the daggone run at the spot where it's like, okay, that's good. Stop should have been where this stop was, clearly, because and we ticked out right below it. Market maker knows exactly what they're doing. I kind of really want to hold that on up. Let it run and get my 12 fill. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just dribbly. VWAP is up there, and we still have all of that big giant move to recover. But like I said before, we don't have to. We could come right back down here, create a double bottom before we do, and if we did that, that would really suck. So, because that would really suck, and that's what the market would love to do is really suck for everyone to take everyone's money. May run this up a little bit if we get the run. If not, I'll kill it. I don't really like that this came down, this came up, and this shot back down. We recovered some of it. If we don't shift here, I'm going to cut it, go off stream, and try to trade. I seem to do better, and I don't know why. I'm by myself anyways. I got to do that. I got to do my talc. Wow. My scalp strategy. It's like really quick. Oh man, I gotta run and take a leak. I like this trade. I'll probably just leave it on. I'm gonna run to the restroom, I think, here in a minute. We gotta just clear. We just need to clear here. I drink these energy drinks and they whoop my butt. 12.25 is, I think, is conservative. I really do. I think that is a super conservative spot. Like 14.75 is a lot more likely, and then obviously on up into that move to 62 or 63, and then to recover all of it. But again, do we double bottom first before we do all of that today? It's 10:15, and we really honestly haven't done anything but lose money, so that's super cool. I don't really want to lose any more, honestly. Account's still very salvageable. I'm only down like $500. As long as this doesn't run all the way down on me. And it curled. See the curl? See the curl? That means there's more downside right now. We are still holding above the 0 line on the 2-minute, but that doesn't, yesterday we did the same thing, that we ran all the way down. This is screaming down for me. I'll get a better position later. I think my stop is still in a decent spot, but it's not in the best of spots. Down here would probably be better, but how much do you risk, right? Like, how much do you actually go and risk? It's tough. I don't want to dig a hole any deeper either, really. I really, really don't. We created the hook here. And then we gave up the 20, which sucks. Now we're below the 0. Now we're punching. We're just going lower. I'm done with that. All right.
Order filled.
Going off stream. Got to take a break. Got to take a leak. I lost on this account this morning a lot. I'm down $1,100, which really sucks. And I'm trying to hold some trades, and maybe hold the other direction, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to hold some trades longer. I'm trying to do things a little bit different to get some moves. But maybe with this style, it's not for me. Or I need a bigger account, or like with bigger drawdown. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. As always, don't do what I do. Took a big L there. It reversed perfectly. I took a big gainer there because I added to the position. That was the add. I took a nice little rip there. So, I mean, we're not all the way wrong. That one didn't work out. That one didn't work out. That one didn't work. It's like, golly. Okay. All right, guys. I'm tuning out. Again, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you. Part of the journey, right? Got some accounts that are ready to go. Got one funded already. So we're doing good. We're just having to check ourselves and make sure we're staying on the right side of things, because I'm struggling in the last little bit. Pre-market's not working out for me. I may have to change that too. All right, guys. Thanks.